Alright, I've got to a point on my channel where I need to preface this video by just saying most of the content that I post on YouTube is for me. It's just so that I can go back and review my stuff in my leisure. It's a form of entertainment for myself. And from time to time, I'll create a video for my best friend because my best friend likes to watch my videos too. If you're an innocent bystander or just some random person on YouTube who happens to come across my content and watch my videos, I couldn't care less what your opinion is. I don't care if you watch the video, to be honest. I just want to do my art in peace, and I just want to watch my content later. And that's pretty much it. If you happen to come across my content and watch my content, I want you to keep that first and foremost in your mind. I do not care if any of you see my stuff. It's just sharing is caring. Not that I care for any of you, but also it's I don't see a reason to block you guys from being able to see any of my stuff. I just think it's it's unnecessary. All right, so I got to move on. Last character I did was Charlie for MVC2. I did his idol. I believe I edited his idol, really the blink animation for his idol, and also did his crouch. I'm just going to quickly showcase the crouch. I do this in the beginning of every video. Before his crouch, I just animated his crouch. Instead of being just one frame or one sprite like it was originally for MVC2, as you can see here, he's got a full animation now, complete with a physics drop for prior to the loop start, which is these first few frames. You can see his hair and his clothing drop, and then he goes into his normal natural animation there, which looks incredible. Oh man, it looks so good in game. All right, I gotta move on. I'm gonna close out Charlie. I'm gonna open it up. I'm trying my best to go in order alphabetically from character to character. I'm trying to do all of the vanilla or the default MVC2 characters in order. Um, I've I think I've skipped some in the past unintentionally. According to this, I think next up is Chun-Li. So I'm gonna open up Chun-Li. I believe Chun-Li's default. Yeah, Chun-Li's default. So I'm gonna load up Chun-Li here. Pretty sure this is the vanilla or the base game version of her. I can tell you offhand, I've already started tweaking Chun-Li. I've added boob drop, I've added a hair drop, I've added physics to the buns on her hair. I've also put physics in her thighs and butt. She's also got physics on the her dress, her traditional dress that she's wearing there. Specifically the flap that covers her butt and her crotch. I also animated that. I gave it a gambit like flowing effect, and I'll just play it out. There's the end result. Looks like that. Also, she has a blink animation. If you look at her eyes there, she's blinking too. Honestly, I don't think there's much I need to tweak here. See the physics drop, which is the first few frames, it's just her breast and hair and the flaps falling in place, and then it proceeds to go into the natural animation there, which is that. Looks incredible, man. I literally don't have anything I want to tweak on her idol specifically. I'm gonna jump over to a crouch. I can't remember if I edited a crouch. I don't think I added animation to a crouch. By default, if you see me doing idle or if I do an idle animation, I always do the crouch too. It comes hand in hand. So I know specifically for the crouch, this is just me guessing. I edited the white buns that she has on her hair. I edited the bang on her forehead. Also gave her a blinking animation most likely. And of course I tweaked the maybe I tweaked the flap that she has on her butt in between her legs. And of course she has a boob drop because she's a female character. I'm just gonna play it out. Yeah, that was correct. All of it's animated. But one thing I just noticed here, she even has the blink. If you look at her eyes there, she'll blink from time to time. Amazing. That looks really good. But I do not like a single sprite for the animation. MVC2 is infamous for downgrading all of the crouch animations for the characters. So I'm gonna fix that because as you can hear when I'm playing it, it after the physics drops, she just sits in this one frame, and I hate that. I want her to have some type of animation to her, some type of movement. So what I'm gonna do, looks like base frame is group 11, index 1. So I'm gonna jump over, do a duplicate. For that duplicate, I'm gonna rename that duplicate triple one, like I do. Wait, what's the blink animation? The blink triple two, triple two. Okay, fine. So that's out of the way. So yeah, group 11, index triple one is just a duplicate of the previous frame. I'm gonna open this bad boy up, and I'm gonna proceed to animate her. So for her animation, this Chun-Li tends to bounce. She's a very bouncy character, and she doesn't sway from forward to back. But I could make her sway. I want her to sway. I'm gonna make her sway. Should I make her go up and down, or should I make her go back and forth? I'm making an executive decision here, and I'm going to make her sway. She's gonna go up and down. She's gonna sway to her back and upwards at the same time, or diagonally, but in that angle. I'm going to edit the properties here. Image properties. I need to make some room. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna go to 95 here. 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna go to 80 for this. I need some room so I can play around here. So first thing I'm gonna do is edit the things that I want to move here, which are gonna have to use my art brain. I'm gonna start with her upper torso. So I'm gonna copy and paste her upper torso. I'm gonna just shift it up. I'm going to click the select tool just to click the background to turn off the selection I just made. I'm going to blow up the eraser. I'm going to blow it up a few notches. I'm going to go down to the bottom layer. Everything that I shifted, I need to delete on the bottom layer. So I'm going to get rid of the artifacting here, or the strays. Low key, I'm thinking about shifting her hand too. I want some animation on her fist, but I'll tweak that in a second here. Okay, so all of this shifts up. I'm going to slightly trim the top. I might have to do some artsy fartsy stuff here. Just do a little bit of tweaking. Yeah, I think that should stretch. I don't feel. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna copy this, just plop a pixel right here. Okay, to indicate that it's stretching somewhat. And I think that's good. Her butt looks a little funny too. I'm gonna hit this and put that gradient back. That shadowing doesn't make sense, specifically right here. Put that gradient back right there over her butt. Okay, so there's a full shift up and over right there. I'm gonna save it, close it. Wait, save it, close it, reopen it, and I'm going to, cause I want her hand to stay in place, specifically her fist. So I'm gonna snag this fist here, copy paste, shift it back down where it was. I'm gonna trim it, of course. Okay, I'm gonna jump to the bottom layer, and again, if you shift it, you have to get rid of the artifacting. So I'm going to delete what's behind the fist. That should be it. Save it out, close it out. So that's one successful shift. Now I have to make another successful shift. I'm going to duplicate the frame. The duplication, specifically, I'm going to name triple two. And for triple two, I'm just going to continue what I was doing here and just keep shifting her up. This time when I shift her up, I want more. I want more of her to shift up. So I'm thinking from her kneecap down, and even to an extent her leg. So I just have to be cognizant, or be aware of exactly what I'm taking here. But I'm going to control V it. I'm going to shift it up. It's going to take a little bit of trickery. It's going to take a little bit of art. I'm going to, because I know her leg is shifting upward there, I'm going to trim her knee in the front. I have to be very careful here. Trim her knee in the front specifically like this. Yeah, because it's going to get kind of crazy. Okay. This I don't want to shift. I don't want her feet to shift. And also the back part specifically of her leg, I don't want to shift excuse me, anywhere. Her kneecap doesn't shift. I think I think that should be good. Now I'm gonna go to the bottom layer, and on the bottom layer, I have to do some finagling here. So for the front of her leg, because this should shift back too if her upper. I'll get rid of the artifacting on the bottom layer first. I'll worry about this other stuff in a second. Well, let's get this back stuff, this artifacting off from behind her. Okay, all of this shift, including the flap, her crotch flap or whatever. All of that moves. All right, so because she's angling, her knee is technically angling. I might have to draw that in. I'm sitting on the bottom layer. I know this doesn't shift, so I can delete this too. The foot should be fine. Okay, I got a cross, got an artifact on the back. This one's gonna take some work. Save. I'm gonna drop the layer, reopen it just to see. Okay, I can already see. So her kneecap, the bottom of her leg, which low key I want that to move. So I'm gonna do a quick trim here. I want that to shift up. Just a quick trim. And then the bottom of her knee, I'm gonna delete so that it blends back in with the default. And that should give me like a stretching feeling. I'm gonna save it, close it, reopen it. Actually, I can't even do that. I'm just gonna back out, see what the transition looks like. Okay, not bad. I'm gonna have to retrim that knee. Not bad. All right, so I gotta retrim her knee. You can see some stuff I removed that I don't think I should have. So I'm just gonna just quickly go over the knee here so that it doesn't jar me. I play this with I have a filter, a reshade filter that removes the pixelation, so I can't have problems. Okay, and of course I don't like that. So let's do this. I'm gonna put that back stuff I just took off here. Now I'll even go as far to say I'm going to improve it. I'm just putting back all the colors I just took off. That didn't make sense. That tweak I just made was it's a little ridiculous. Then I'm going to jump in with a darker tone. And I'm going to trim the knee down here. I'm going to go on the outer part. That should be what I'm looking for here. Oops. Okay. That should be what I'm looking for there. Save it. Close it. Do a test here. Yeah, that's better. Gives you that feeling that her knees, her right, your left, that kneecap is staying stagnant, while at the same time her body is shifting and moving slightly upward. I like the way that looks. Looks really good. Think about shifting that front kneecap back to just 1 pixel to really get the point across that she's in motion. Figure out exactly where. I'm thinking right here. Yeah, I think right here is fine. Control X, Control V. Just shift it back like that. That should give me a full solid movement. Save it, close it, check it out. Yep, that gave me the movement I needed. Boom. There we go. Now I'm going to take this frame. I'm going to duplicate this frame. I noticed her hand also, because remember in the previous frame I didn't shift her hand. I just left it in place. But for this hand specifically, it has to. I need a shift for her hand. Same thing as I did with the previous frame. I just need to shift her hand down one. So I'm Control C, Control V. I'm gonna shift it downward. I'm gonna hit this back layer here. Get the artifacting behind the hand. Very important. Uh, Make sure her spike isn't shifting there. Save it, close it, and that should be good. Make a duplicate. Call the duplicate 333. And this should be my last. I'm gonna do only 3 frames for her. I don't think I need a lot of frames. So for the third frame, I'm gonna open this frame up. This is a duplicate of 222, and I'm gonna do the final shift. So here's the kicker here. Don't need to do anything for the fist. The fist, it could stay in place. because I'm about to shift her torso. I'm gonna shift her entire torso up, but very specific parts of her torso I want to move here, which I'll show in a second. Control V, or rather Control C, Control V. Do the shift up. I'm gonna jump down to the bottom layer here. I'm gonna get rid of the artifacting behind her. I'll do all the artsy fartsy stuff like playing around with the fabrics and physics and stuff. I'll do that in between videos though. I always do that. My little minute tweaks. Okay, so that's her full torso is shifted upward once. But here's the kicker. I only want her arm, really her upper torso and her both of her arms. I only want those to do the shift. So I'm gonna carefully trim them here. Very carefully. Can't make mistakes. Make a mistake, you lose lives. Okay, and there's the shift. This I could draw in. I'm not too concerned with going too far with that. Actually, I think I trimmed her thigh when I shouldn't have. Yeah, I think I did. Just stick to the bottom of her arm. All right. So there's my full shift up. I believe that's it. Oh, I want to get this leg here. Never mind. I didn't trim what I thought I trimmed there. Okay, it's fine. Let's get the stray pixels or the artifacting that would be down there. Do some artsy fartsy tweaking here to I don't think a knee should look like this. Or rather the top of a leg. Pretty sure it should be trimmed. And there's her finger. I need to delete that too. That bottom part of the finger right here. That shouldn't be there. Alright, so I'm gonna save and reopen it just because I'm getting lost. Let me go back one just to do a quick test. Oh, yeah, there you go. Full torso shift there. Wow, awesome. Looks like her spike is stretching though. At least to me, it looks like her spike stretching. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna color over this spike here. Just the bottom portion right here. So that doesn't make sense to me. Save it, close it, back out, test it. Better. Now it's shifting up. Another thing I just noticed. Okay, so I was right. There's a stray few pixels here above her leg. Those shouldn't be right there. So I save it out, close it. All right, that's fine. That's my last shift that she does. The awesome thing or the kicker here is the fist should shift upward for this last frame too, which is really cool. Yeah, I like that. So it's actually it's showing movement with the fist. And another thing I could do here, I could actually shift her fist down too. Thinking here, one, two, three. Oh, I might have to do a fourth. Yeah, I might have to do a fourth frame. So I'm gonna do some renaming here. This is gonna be triple four. This is gonna be triple three. This is gonna be triple two. I'm gonna duplicate triple two. Go back one. I'm gonna rename this triple one. Triple one I need to do a little bit of finagling with. So for triple one, the finagling I want to do is the fist. Just a slight shift downward for the fist. I'm going to trim the back to get rid of, let me blow this up just to be sure. Just to get rid of the artifacting behind the fist. Because artifacting is really, it's dangerous to have artifacting here. because it can really like destroy your progress. I'm gonna take the blue under a breast on the bottom layer. I'm gonna jump back to the top layer, put it on 1 pixel, trace the top of that hand there. Pretty sure that's her hand that I'm looking at. Okay, so it looks like her hand shifts down. I think that's it. I'm gonna drop the layer to look. Okay, let's trim the front of that thigh, or rather the front of the fist that shows the thigh shifting with it. Okay, let's drop it again. Better. Yeah, that's much better. This light shouldn't be like this. Yeah, that's much better. Trying to think here. Okay, all right. Way better. I like this. I can work with this. Loki, I think that should be blue. This pixel right here above the fist under her breast, I think that should be blue for a proper shift. Looks like above her fist too. I'm pretty sure that's on the first layer though. We'll just jump in here like this. Okay, that's the original. This is the new one. Looks fine to me. Yeah, I think that looks fine. All right, we'll save it, close it. See what it looks like. Yeah, that's all I wanted. Just that one hand to shift downward. And paying close attention to her boobs, trying to make sure I didn't grab anything that I shouldn't have been grabbing from it. But no, I think it looks fine. So that's one. That's the new one. So all I have to do now is plug this stuff in. I need to go to my main frame though. No, I added the blink already. So it'll be 1 through 4. I'm gonna save it out here. I'm gonna jump in to the animation, open up the animation, blah 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 blah, loop start. So I'm guessing all this is prep. Hopefully the CLSN covers everything, which I'm guessing it does. This is prep. This is the name. Really, this is prep. Prep is what I call the physics drop frames, which is usually like 4 or 5 frames in the start of the idle animation before the actual idle starts. And then for the idle, which I'll put the name right here. I'll put in what's called invisible text right here, or unreadable text. Basically, the coding, the program doesn't pick it up as coding because it's invisible due to the semicolon. All right, so this is the loop start or the main idle. I could tell you offhand that the blink animation is 2221 because I could tell because it's sitting on a 5 frame, which is oftentimes confused with seconds, but it's not. A frame is in the term FPS, frames per second. A frame is usually whatever. It just depends on your FPS. Usually we play on average about 60 frames per second. So it'd be 60 frames in a second or whatever. All right, I need to animate this idle. So this is that base frame it was sitting on, which is 11.1, which the static picture that it was originally. I'm going to first off, I definitely need to change up the speed here. I'll make it 8. 8's a nice slow speed. It's not slow, but it's a nice consistent speed. So I need to do my breathing. The original or the starting frame that is it's going to be at is I think I want to start it at 1 1. No, I want to start it at 1, then triple it up, and then do my triple T, and then I'm pretty sure there's 4. Pretty sure I have 4, and that'll be the full breath there. She has to go back into the original, so it'll be 3, 2, And then it'll go back to triple one. Will it go back to triple one? That is the question. I don't know. I have to look at it, see what it looks like. My brain's a little fried. I need to eat. 222 111. Okay, and it should cycle back. And then I have a blinking animation here. I'll worry about the blinking animation in a second. I'll turn it off for now. I don't want her blinking every time she takes a breath. Alright, I'm gonna apply it. Take a quick look at it. Okay, something going on. Something weird going on with her fist there. I like to drop on the fist. Okay, there's the idle starts here, which is one. Okay, I don't like the that I don't like that shift it does. So that's in the beginning. So that fist shift she does in the beginning, which is one, I think. Triple one is the fist downward. The question I'm asking myself is, do I need triple one? Or is it frame one that I don't need? Let's see. I'm gonna take frame one, put frame one on the end. I'm gonna apply it, close it, play it. I don't like the fist. I don't like the jitter of a fist. Also, the physics are being weird too. What's that about? It's moving so fast. Let me open this up. This would be a clearer way to do it. Alright, so my physics drop. I could tell immediately these are my physics drops, which is the first three frames. It goes into the one, which is the initial frame. So what is all this nonsense after it? Boob jiggle? I think it's boob jiggle. But you know what? For the boob jiggle, I think I mixed up my naming convention. So I have to figure out how to rectify this. Maybe I can add a zero. Let's do this. I think it's my naming convention screwed up. I think I have some duplicates in there. Because that jarring jitter that she does in the beginning doesn't make sense. So apply, close, uh, jump back into this, go into the new frames I just made, which are these. So just add my, excuse me, add my zero on the end like this, and that should fix it. All right, jump back to the front. Let's play it. Oh, much better. Oh God, I was freaking out there. Not sure what's going on with her fist there. It's definitely this frame, or is it this? I can't tell. It's freaking me out a little bit. Triple one O. I'm gonna just as a test. I'm gonna delete triple one. Not delete, but make triple one O invisible just to see what it looks like. Maybe that'll fix it here. Also notice I have triple one O here, and then it loops back into itself again, which doesn't really make sense. So let's see what it looks like if I delete this one. Not delete, but make that one invisible, and I'll make this one invisible. See if it smoothens it out. Let's play it. That's actually better. Yeah, that's better. Awesome. All right. Now that I know that was the culprit. Sorry, my brain is like it's fried right now. All right, I'm gonna take these, just make a couple of duplicates because I'm about to add in the blink animation. The blink animation is gonna compensate, or it's going to be in lieu of the default frame, which should be 1. So I'm gonna delete 1. That should be it. Should have a blink now. Pay attention to our eyes there. 2, 3. Yep, there's the blink. Awesome. There we go. Chun-Li is no longer static. As you can see there, she's got a fully animated crouch now. It looks amazing. This is just beautiful, man. Beautiful. Not sure how long this video has been, but I'm gonna end it here. I'm gonna label this the same as my other videos, but I'll just put Chun-Li. Make sure I get the numbering proper this time. I noticed my last 2 videos uploaded backwards because of the length of them, but whatever. All right, famo. For you people out there, I don't know. Keep in mind, I don't make these videos for you. These you just happen to be able to see them. But if you enjoy what you saw, good, and God bless you.